thumbnail. Put a jacked up picture up there. Let me look for that. It must be in this purse. You alright, child?
I guess.
God, dog, it is.
I'm definitely beyond
My
this
nose
stuff.
running. Hey, whoever that is. What is it? Lion's brand. God, dog. I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
Hey,
Huh?
keep it down.
Don't tell me what to do. Turn your TV down.
I'm turning you down.
Try me. Try me.
I'm gonna turn you down.
Try it. Try it. You bad.
We need to.
Try me, boo boo. Boo boo. Try me. How did my fingernail get stuck in there? Try me, boo boo. I'm gonna fix that thumbnail because it is janky. I don't know how I did that, y'all. We'll worry about that later. We will worry about that later. Hey, beautiful magic. Hey, Leah. Hey, Tina. Oh my God, I broke my fingernail, I think. Tina said, how many times? I'm about to tell you in a minute. So, last night, y'all know that I go into people's chats at night, like late night. I'll be going in people's chats and stuff. I'll be in the bushes, as they call it. You know, in the bushes is where if you don't comment, they won't know you're there.
Excuse me.
Like, let's see how many people are in. Excuse you? Let Gizmo in, babe.
You don't want to be in here.
Yes, he do. So I see.
You don't have any.
Let's see. One, two, three. It's four of y'all, but it says it's six people in nine people. So somebody in the bushes. You know, people be in the bushes. That's part of YouTube. You know, it's your right to be in the bushes. So I be in the bushes in a lot of people's chat because I'm only blocked from one person, and that's VS. I don't even know why the girl blocked me. She just don't like me, which is cool. I don't care. But you know, I can still see her channel. So I be in there, I just be in the bushes. But last night I was in Brianna Pettyville, and I just happened to go to her channel, and when I got there, she was talking about me. Now, I didn't skip forward to, see everything that was said. I really didn't care, what they were saying, but I'm pretty sure they were talking about that video that I made about QI. But something that Brianna said kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like, um, I'm not really sure what her name is. I think it's Shun, because I don't want to call her the voodoo lady because she didn't say disrespectful, but she was like, I don't want to call her the voodoo lady, but I think it's Shun or something like that. And she made a joke like, if I say her name three times, I think that it's gonna start raining or something. Girl, I'm not Beetlejuice. If you say my name three times, nothing is going to happen. Nothing whatsoever. It's not going to start raining if you say my name 5 times or 3 times or whatever. Like, why do people have to, why do everybody have to take digs at people like that? Because then it causes your chat to say little snide stuff. And I don't like that. I don't bother none of these people. I don't, oh yeah, I talked about QI and everything I said about her. I meant that, and she probably don't want to drop down in this chat. This is probably a place that she don't want to be because I will give it to her. But but I just didn't like it. It just didn't sit well in my spirit because I'm not Beetlejuice. Okay? So if you say my name 3 times, it ain't gonna rain, it ain't gonna thunder, it ain't gonna lightning, it ain't gonna do nothing. You just said my name 3 times. It's a lot going on YouTube right now. Hey, KK, I can't see what you're saying, but I see I can see blue, which is causing people to talk about generational curses. And it's funny to me how the people or the person that is bringing up generational curses is not like living the best life. Like, you think them generational curses won't jump on YouTube? Why do people in this sector of YouTube think that bringing up people's past lives, exposing them by saying, what has happened to somebody in the past, like the bad things that have happened to people in their past, boosts you up and pushes that person down? Like, I guess they found out that one of Five Babe's brothers is in prison for being, I guess, accessory to murder. And he got 50 years in jail, prison. So now they are using that information to laugh at Five Babe. And the fact that Five Babe grew up in the projects. I grew up in the projects. I mean, they didn't, the projects here in California, I've noticed this. The projects here in California and the projects in like Chicago, Detroit, all these other places are totally different. Like like night and day. Okay? I grew up in the projects. The thing about California is they don't really build up. There are some high rise projects in this area, but not a whole lot of them. They don't build up in California. We build out, you know? So the projects is just a whole lot of apartments, not just all of these brick high rise buildings that can get dilapidated, really, really bad. So, Five Babe's brother, who is in jail, wrote an article talking about, what it was like for him growing up. And they had mice and roaches and, a lot of stuff in the projects where they lived. A lot of y'all grew up around roaches. You may not have had mice, but we didn't all, somebody's family member had roaches. All of us. And don't say you didn't. I lived in California. We lived in an apartment, not until I got grown though. But I lived in an apartment that had roaches. When I was little, when I was young, okay, when I was first born, my mom lived in the project, so I don't remember that. Okay, I don't remember those projects. I remember, they're still there. They've been remodeled, but they're still there. So I didn't remember that when I was little, what it was like growing up in the projects. Then we moved into just like a triplex. It was three apartments, and we stayed in the front. The landlord stayed upstairs, and then we had a neighbor next door. So we lived there for a long time. And then when I was a teenager, we moved back to the projects, to the Acorns. That's what they called them back then. But they had been remodeled, they were brand new. Each complex had like not washer and dryer in the units, but washer and dryer within walking distance of your unit. So you drive in, it's apartments on that side, apartments on this side. Like you open your door, you facing your neighbor, but the parking lot separates y'all. So we all in, different apartments, just heck of apartments. That was the projects here. And I've noticed that in places like um, Chicago and Detroit and all of these other places, they build up instead of out. But how do we look at someone's past and talk about them? Like, what do you get out of talking about how somebody grew up as a child? What do you get out of that? So now people are saying that Phi Babe has, generational curses and all of this kind of stuff. But a person that is posting the pictures of someone's deceased mother, you think you don't have a generational curse? There has to be a demon on you. There's a demon on you. There has to be. Because only people that exhibit that type of behavior, that's demonic. And I hate using that term. I hate using that. But there has to be something wrong with you. I don't understand y'all. And the crazy thing about it is everybody in this sector is black. All of us. None of us are rich. If we were rich, we wouldn't be on YouTube. We would be doing something else. But you look at people's lives, you take snippets of people's lives to degrade them. Degrade them. I grew up in the projects. I graduated from college. I'm a married woman. I have a husband, kids, grandkids. So what? They had roaches. Okay. I lived in an apartment with roaches. We move on. I don't understand you people. I really don't. It's ridiculous. This is beyond childish. To use her brother's past. And we all we all do things on YouTube or say things that we shouldn't say and do things that we shouldn't do. But why is digging up somebody's past? I ask the people like that are enjoying this. Why? Why? Why do you care that her brother is in jail? That he made a huge mistake that cost somebody else their life. And now this is such a big deal for everybody. Oh, you grew up in the projects, you had roaches and rats. Your brother in jail. Phi Babe. Her brother. But why? I have brothers that have made mistakes. So I make somebody mad, they're going to go and try to find out who my brothers are and what they did and how many times they've been to jail, how many times I've been to jail. Why does it matter? I ain't been to jail though. So you ain't going to find that. But why does it matter? Why is that a put down? We all have a life. We all of us have a story. And what's sad is we can't all share our stories and learn from them. That's what's sad. Because we all have a testimony, all of us. But we can't even share our testimonies and talk about the things that we have overcome because somebody is going to take that testimony and use it against you. Everybody in this sector of YouTube has had problems in their past. Wiley didn't have problems with his mama. I'm pretty sure VS didn't have problems. All of these people didn't have problems. But what's sad is we can't even share our problems and commonalities and help each other to overcome these problems. But let somebody white mess with us. Y'all gonna have a whole hissy fit. But we over here trying our best to kill each other verbally. Why? For what? A couple of dollars that you get from YouTube? I would love to hear some people's stories. As a matter of fact, I'm going to purchase everybody in this sector who has written a book. I'm going to purchase Timothy Blaine's book. I would like to read his story. I'm going to purchase James Caldwell's book. It's always been on my heart to write a book because I have a very interesting story. Very. How I got over. But the thing is, I'm not embarrassed that my biological mother was an alcoholic. You can't embarrass me by digging that up. Because I done told you. And if you want to use the fact that my mother was an alcoholic to put me down, that's putting you down. Because you have to be a jacked up person to even think that, for one, that's funny. And for two, that's some type of information to hold over somebody's head. It's crazy. So what? Five Babe's brother is in jail. That's between her and her family. Ain't none of us gonna go visit him or put no money on his books. So why do it matter? Why is that news? I'm pretty sure when it happened, when he committed the crime, it made the news. But why is it news in this sector? It's old news. He done been in jail for a minute now, and he ain't gonna get out. I think the article said until he's 57 years old. Y'all need to stop doing that. Like, we should all be able to sit and talk about things that we have in common, things that things that have happened in our lives. Maybe we can help each other get over those things. But because we talk about those things in such a negative way, like, this sector of YouTube is so toxic. But it can't help but be toxic because the people are toxic. If you look at people's stories, you will see why people act the way they do. Hurt people, hurt people. I was looking, I'm gonna look at y'all comments in a minute. I was looking at Rick Reed's video today, and he said, "Oh, where I'm from in Pittsburgh, it's common for parents to, it's common for you to get cussed out. My mama used to cuss us out all the time. My mother never cussed me out. That's not common hearing. Maybe I'm a whole nother generation, but my mother never cussed me out. Never, never. And I ain't cussed my kids out till they was grown. Shit. My mother never. He said when he was in church, his mama would snatch him up and be like, if you don't get your... My mother would never fix her face to curse in the house of the Lord. She had way utmost respect for Jesus. So she wasn't going to cuss in God's house. My mother never cursed me out. Never. If my mother said shit or damn, she was real mad. She never called me out my name. Never. Even as an adult, I never called my mama her name, and she never called me out mine. I'm still alive. So I ain't never called Lucille out her name. That's not normal. It's not normal for your parents to curse you out. That's not normal. I'm sorry, sweetheart. That's toxic. That's not normal. People don't curse out their children. It's not normal to do that. But see, when you start to look at people's upbringing, how they grew up, then you will see how they treat other people. If your mama cussed you out, then of course you ain't gonna have no problem cussing out anybody else. You don't know no better. Please don't. Let me say this. Let me say this. Please don't come in here defending people. I don't care who cussed out who. I don't care who did what. What? I don't care. Don't do that in my chat. Do that someplace else. Don't defend people in here. I don't want that energy. Okay? Do y'all do that on your own time. I don't care who mama got cussed out. I don't. Because I'm not here to defend anybody. I don't take sides. I'm not going to take sides, especially in this, because everybody's hands is dirty. Everybody. It don't matter who did what at this point. Everybody dirty. So don't come over here taking sides. If you want to do that, defending people, do that on your own channel. And I don't care who it is at this point. I really don't. So if you have a problem with that, you can go someplace else. I don't care. I'm not defending nobody. I don't care who did what first, where it came from, what she said, what her mama said. I already know the story. I didn't seen the majority of what happened, and I don't care at this point. This stuff is so twisted, it will never be right. Never. So let's not even get into that. Because we all know that everybody did something. Everybody did, this like a dirty pot of soup. Because everybody then came in and added something to it to the point now where it's not even edible. Because too many people then added ingredients. And then you can't turn around and then say, well, she the one put in too much salt. Well, 50 people put salt in. So, no, let's not do that. Do that on your own channel. If you have an opinion about who you think is right, make a video and say, well, I agree, because I don't agree with nobody. I don't, because they all wrong. Because you did this, I did that, I did this, you did that. This is a cat fight. So at this point, ain't nobody right. So let's not do that. If I choose to defend somebody, I'm going to do that. Then we're going to defend that person. But I don't want that to get started in the chat. Well, she this. No, no, we're not. I will block everybody. Don't do it. Because we all have differences of opinion when it comes to that kind of stuff, so I don't even want to start that. I don't want to do that. I'm just stating my opinion. Kylie Reese said, yeah, we build up in Chicago and not outward. That's what I mean. See, we don't do that here in California. Maybe because it's a whole lot, California is big. So they build out. And most of the projects in my area are little apartments. And they're not stacked. Well, some of them are like maybe 2 stories. Yeah. Where somebody lives on top of you. And that's probably about it. It's more apartment projects than the kind that you see like in New York and stuff. You see them brick, tall, um, project style apartments where it's like a ton of them on every floor. You don't see a lot of those here in California. They build out instead of up. And New York has a lot of those brick, older style, project looking apartments. We do have some, but not as many as I see in like videos of Memphis and Chicago and New York and those type of places. Like, and that's just the difference in style in the different states, because the projects here are really, I don't really consider them bad. They're small, like the bedrooms and stuff are small, but the majority of them are, kept up pretty decent. I don't, yeah, we didn't have, because we moved into one when I was 13. We didn't have roaches or rats or anything. We had a decent maintenance system. We had backyard, patio, all of that. It was decent. And then you see, ones in New York and, Chicago where it's graffiti on the walls and, the elevator always broken and people, say that, the one that they showed in this video where they were talking about Five Babe's brother was hideous. It was really bad. But that's what she dealt with as a child. How do you talk about what somebody dealt with as a child? Like, that ain't her fault. That's like her parents. That was all they had. Like, I would never talk about my mother or disrespect my mother because, she was a single parent and we were in the projects. We weren't homeless. You know what I mean? I had somewhere nice and warm and clean to lay my head every day. So why would I talk about that? Why? And why would anybody else talk about that? I don't understand. Like, can y'all help me understand it? Somebody help me understand it. There's got to be somebody in here that can help me understand it. Omo Yemiya said, where I live in Baltimore, it's a lot of vacant homes. Here it's a hot mess. Yeah, see, it's just not, where I live, there are not a lot of vacant homes. People trying to there's a lot of homeless people in California. And I think homeless people probably flock to California because they know that the weather is good. You can camp out here and ain't got to worry about snow and we may get 2 days of rain, but it's gonna eventually dry out. Now it's been pretty cold. It's in the 40s. We just got home maybe about 2 hours ago and it was 48 degrees. That's cold for California. It's not a lot of vacant um, homes here. The neighborhood that I live in, the homes in this area are older homes. You can tell people have been here for a long time. The neighbor that older guy that I talked to that lives up the street, he bought his property in the 50s. I think they bought this property, the woman and her husband that I live in, I think she said they bought this in the 60s. These are older um, places. There are some homes that have been remodeled, and they are putting up some new apartments not too far from where I live. But the majority of these homes are older model homes. The people that live in them have been in them for a long time. So there's no like abandoned buildings, abandoned homes, and stuff in this part of California that I live in. But if it was, I'm not going to dog you out because you live near some abandoned homes. At least you not, you ain't homeless. And if you was homeless, what would I say? Ah, you homeless? You all homeless? Blah blah blah. What is that gonna do for me? Real life scenarios. People who talk about other people about stuff they couldn't help are only doing it to be hateful just because maybe they don't feel good about. You can't feel good about yourself if you pick nitpick other people about what's going on in their life. You can't. There's no way that you can be satisfied with your life if you are nitpicking and talking about people because of what is going on in theirs. You have to be upset with yourself. There has to be something in you. That's why, when I was seeing all these videos about generational curses and Fabe being cursed because of things that have happened in her life, the people that are saying that, are they not looking at their life? You don't think there's something going on in your life? Y'all crazy. For real. Y'all are crazy. What state where were they? Where was Good Times? Where were they? Were they in Chicago? They were in Chicago, right? Weren't they supposed to be in Chicago? Like, I know that Good Times wasn't real, but weren't they in Chicago? Does anybody remember? Because what that building that they lived in, was kind of like one of those project style. So guess who's moving soon? Rent is high everywhere. So in Texas, my apartments outside look not so cute, but no rats and all. Girl, I hear you. My apartment ain't the most beautiful on the outside, but I ain't got no rats, no roaches, and my PG&E is, as you can see, we got lights, and obviously we got an internet connection because I'm on here daily. Hey, Phyllis. So I don't care what it look like on the outside. I could care less. I don't care like what other people think of where I live. Cause the people that's talking crap about your life, they ain't gonna do nothing to change it. Okay, I thought it was in Chicago. Thank you, um, uh, Tavaria Green. Thank you. Um, what was I saying? The people that do all this talking, talking about people and all of this kind of stuff, making fun of where they live, and talking about their car, what they drive, who they married to, and stuff. They ain't gonna do nothing to change your life. They don't like your life. They talk about your life and try to make you feel bad about how you living, but they ain't gonna do nothing to change it. The people that don't like where I live, they ain't put a dime in my Cash App to help me move. Not one dime. Home is where and what we make it. Who cares what people say? They are not going to contribute. Thank you, Kay. Not a dime. They can come and talk about your hair, talk about my teeth. I don't see no GoFundMe to give me no dentures. Talk about how nappy my hair was. I don't see no GoFundMe to give me no money and I ain't going to do nothing with my hair anyway. But yeah, I don't see you coming up with no money. If you're not gonna fix it, don't talk about it. You don't have a solution for me to fix it. You don't like my apartment. We looking for a house. Give me that 10,000 for a down payment, and we will move today. We will move. We already have a realtor, so all you got to do is give me that $10,000 for a down payment, and I will get up out of here. I sure will. I will move as soon as you give me that $10,000 for the down payment. Yep. Until then, I don't care. I'm gonna sit right, honey. People then talked about my little couch. I'm gonna sit right here on this raggedy couch and talk until I get tired. Because if you don't put nothing on that Cash App, I'm gonna sit right here on this couch. Now, if you want to send me another couch, I will get rid of this one. I will put Bessie outside and sit on the couch that you bought me. But until you do that, I'm gonna sit on this couch with the smashed pillows and everything. I'm gonna sit right here on this little dusty couch that ain't bothering nobody but you. Cause y'all be talking about my couch and everything, child. I cheated. I went to Burger King. But I cheat on the weekend, so it's okay. Girl, Phyllis, you know that's right. Because all these people that be talking about you and talk about your clothes and talk about you this and talk about you that ain't gonna give you a dime. Not a dime, girl. They ain't gonna give you no money. All they doing is bumping them guns. And we grown. Everybody in this sector of YouTube is grown. We all grown people. I ain't seen no kids over here. Everybody in this sector of YouTube that make videos is at least in their 30s. No, I think it's some in their late 20s. But on average, you over 30. And if you still allowing what these people to say about you hurt your feelings, I need you to email me so we can really sit down and have a very serious conversation. I got mad at one person. And the only reason why I was mad is because I really wanted to do something to them. I really did. But then I just figured it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. The ancestors will deal with that. But all this little stuff about, oh, you had roaches, your brother killed somebody, your mama was a prostitute, your mama was on drugs, you beat your mama up, all this. We all come from something. We do. All of us have a backstory. And it's sad that people will go looking for your backstory to use it against. Like some of y'all on YouTube, you miss your calling. Some of y'all should get off of YouTube and apply for the FBI. You totally missed your calling because you do more investigating than the FBI and the CIA. Some of y'all should be working for the CIA and all of them other acronym governmental agencies. You missed your calling. You could be making a whole lot of money. A lot. With the stuff that y'all be pulling up. I mean, God, y'all went into this whole woman's life. And she ain't the only one. Because when y'all did that to Rick Reed, y'all like to kill him. When I want to laugh, I still go find that video because, honey, if Rick Reed could have jumped through that phone that night that they called his mama, and I don't blame him, I'd have been mad too. They'd have called Rick Reed mama, then cussed her out and stuff. Rick Reed, if he could have came through that phone, poor Rick Reed, I felt so bad for him that night, but it was funny. And I know Jesus, I know it was wrong. But honey, y'all like to make Rick Reed bust that, you know, how some people had them vein, you could really see their veins in their forehead and stuff. I'm like, this boy gonna have a stroke. Y'all to make, but you know how men are about their mamas. They love their mamas. The majority of them. They love their mamas. Rick Reed was like, oh, damn, y'all. Oh my God. When I need a good laugh, I go find that video because Rick Reed was hot. But you know what? One thing I like about him, I like Rick Reed. I really do. Because after that, he took a couple of days. He took a minute to get himself together. He had to think about it. He had to ponder that. And he came back. And now he knows that this is just how these people play. And either you play the game that everybody else is playing, or you get off of YouTube. This ain't for you. And I had to learn too. I did. That we are dealing with a bunch of adult adolescents. This sector of YouTube is like a repeat of high school. You know, you got the popular kids, you know, you got the kids that, you know, is getting all the views, the popular ones. You got the nerdy kids like myself who is sitting back in the bushes. I still got 8,000 subscribers, okay? I still got as many subscribers as some of these other people. So you got the nerds, you got the ones that, you know, kind of dip their toe in the mess, but then jump out real quick because it's too hot. It's high school. This is high school, a repeat. But you know why? Because these are the fat kids in high school. These are the kids that were ignored in high school. The kids that got pushed around. Wiley, you know he wasn't popular in high school. You know he wasn't. Okay? And you know Pastor wasn't popular. Pastor was fat. Five was fat too. I seen some of her old videos, some of her old pictures. She's a big girl. And you know how it is. These are all the high school rejects on YouTube now trying to relive high school. I'm bad now. I got me a weave, got me some chi-chis, and I'm out here. No, you're not. No, you're not. You still that same high school kid that got bullied, that just didn't grow up, that's stuck in the past. You still that kid. You still are. You still that kid. That's what's sad. You're still that kid. That jacked up kid that got teased and beat up. You still that person. There's a gnat. But is there something that YouTube can do to protect people? Because It's too many idiots killing folks, and half the time the FBI see where they had you. No, YouTube don't care because believe it or not, these crazy people generate revenue. YouTube don't care. We kill each other. Oh well, they brought in some revenue because if they cared, they would have stopped it. If YouTube cared, do you think that VS would be allowed to post Tracy's deceased mother in her casket every day? If YouTube cared, every day she posts that picture. You know how you was when you was in high school and you really had no chi chis, and now you got chi chis and think you really out here doing something big. But I had chi chis in high school though. I had them. Do you hear me? I was out here in high school with my little chi chis. Sure did. I got chi chis early, but I was a little chubby girl, so nobody cared that I had chi chis. I was the cute little chubby girl. Quiet church girl. Cause my mama never cussed me out. No, I ain't never got cussed. Babe,
Yes.
did you get cussed out when you was little?
No.
By like your mama.
Just you, babe. Just you.
Babe, I ain't never cussed you out. You're lying, but my husband never got cussed out either. Did y'all get cussed out? Did y'all get cussed out, John? Cause I ain't never get cussed out. Not when I was little. Durant Green said, "Do you mean seventh grade?" Probably. I should have said middle school, huh? Not high school. Cause we wasn't doing this in high school. We wasn't. But you know, us kids here in California, we're a little bit more sophisticated. So we didn't have time to sit up and curse each other out. We were, thinking about our SATs and getting into college and, being in gifted programs and stuff. We went out here cussing each other out and stuff. I didn't even do drugs in high school. I didn't smoke until I was grown, or drink. So, and I went to a predominantly African American high school in the hood. And we just, there were just certain things that we didn't do. Not back then. Not in the 80s. I graduated from high school in 82. And I know I graduated from high school before, some of y'all was born or whatever, because I know y'all young, but still. Real life scenario said I got called Brussels sprouts because I had no chi chis in middle school, but came back after summer break with some B cups. Now they all everywhere. Okay, Brussels sprouts? That's what they call you, girl? Yeah, I ain't never heard that one. I had friends in high school too, but they were all like me. They were nerds. All of my friends were, like the little nerdy kids. So if they dox me and pull up something, they're gonna be like, "Oh, don't dox her. She is boring. She was boring back then, and she boring now. You ain't gonna find nothing. And if you do, oh well. If I went to jail, I'd have told y'all. I've been in jail. I'd have already told you. YouTube is seriously CIA in training. Some of these people really miss their calling because the stuff that they be finding out about other people, you missed your calling. You could be making all kind of money.
That is the longest 5 minutes.
You know what? Don't worry about how long I've been on here. Okay? Keep your clothes. Go back in there and close your. What you got? What cookie boy? Give me them cookies. Get you one or two and go on back in there and close that
I'll
door.
put this together so I can knock your block off.
Let me see that. Look what we got, y'all. Oh, this thing heavy.
It's heavy. Yep, I'm knocking her block off.
Rock'em sock'em robots.
I'm knocking her block off.
We about to have some fun. Now, see, this is what we do. We play games. We not out here killing each other, cussing each other out and stuff.
Ain't no game. It's gonna be real.
Rock'em
We gonna get
sock'em
real.
robots. Yeah, but we ain't gonna hit each other. Shit. You gotta put it together?
I think so. Let's see.
This about to be so much fun. You see what grown folks do? Married couples, they sit around and play Rock'em Sock'em Robots. We used to put our lunch money together to get Timmy Chan's Chinese food. Really? Yeah, I don't understand. YouTube said that they were going to stop all this mess, and they ain't stopped nothing. You know, saying that the laws had changed and this, that, and the other, and people still doing the same stuff. Ain't nothing changed. You know what I mean? As far as the way people get with each other, ain't nothing changed. Everybody's still doing the same thing. People still cussing and fussing and everything else. Oh, I'm sorry, Phyllis. Did you take your medicine? You have to be careful what you eat. My mother was a school bus driver, so she was cussing everyone out. My mother was the most hated bus driver by the students. Well, yeah, she cussing your mama was cussing the kids out. But I know these kids is bad though. But your mama out here cussing the kids out though? Yeah, the bus driver never cussed us out. I ain't never seen that. I told y'all though, we sophisticated here. Okay, real life scenario. You ain't got to be on here trying to tell me that I'm old. Time out. I was a year old in 1982. Okay, thank you. Shoot. I was 17 in 1982. She gonna try to slide that in, babe.
Huh?
Shit, real life scenario gonna try to slide this in. Well, I said I graduated from high school in 82. She gonna say I was a year old in 1982.
Oh, youngin.
Girl, we ain't ask you.
Youngin.
Shoot. I think what's the name? Them dogs had fleas because my legs is itching and I think I got a flea bite. Because Gizmo ain't got no fleas. Huh, Gizmo?
Oh, youngin.
Okay. I was a year old in 19. Who asked you? Oh, now Phoenix trying to get in on it. I wasn't born.
Really? Tell you about these millennials.
Who asked you? Shoot. Yeah, my bus drivers were nice too. But I got the city bus. We didn't have buses that picked us up. Not in the area that I lived in. We got the city bus to school. Not like school buses. The only kids in my area that caught the yellow bus were the special needs children. Everybody else either walked to school or caught that city bus. I can't even remember how much it cost to ride the bus back. She said, "But you still got it. You got that right, girl. I am all that for 55. All of it. You hear me? I am all that and a bag of chips for 55. Okay? These little knees get a little stiff every now and then, but other than that, I can still drop it like it's hot. Okay? I just want to show y'all. But I'm still dropping it. It may take me a little bit longer to get it back up, but I can still drop it. Phoenix said a whole bag of chips. Okay? 35 to ride the bus and 10 cents for a transfer. That sound about right, Kay. That sound about right. Oh, Tara Via said I got bullied. I turned into a bully in 10th grade. I went after boys because that's who teased me the most. And that happens, you know what? I really believe, and this the truth. I'm not trying to be funny now. I really do believe that is what is going on in this sector. A lot of these people in this sector were bullied when they were young. They didn't get a chance to get with their bully when they were young. So now, as adults, they're bullying other people. That's exactly what they're doing. They're older now, and they consider themselves taking their power back. And in turn, they're bullying other people. That's all that pent up rage, anger, hate, hurt coming out. That's what it is. Because, see, I didn't grow up getting cussed at, beat on, hit, slapped, screamed at. None of that. So I don't do that to other people. Now, I will cuss you out, but it's behind something that you said to me. I don't just pick random people to cuss them out. And I don't live my life hurting people. I'm just not out here just trying to hurt people just to be hurting people. It makes me feel good to hurt people and talk about people and dog people out. That's not my ministry. I would do anything in the world to help uplift someone before I will hurt them. Because I really could have got with QI yesterday. I could have called her a bunch of ugly names and really talked about her. I really could have, but I didn't. Because what is that in the end, after it's all said and done, what is that going to do for her? And what is it going to do for me? What? Is it going to make me feel better because I cuss somebody out and call them ugly and stupid and blah, 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 all that? No, it's not. Because after I do it, I'm going to think back and be like, you know what? I probably shouldn't have done all that. And I don't like that. I don't like that on my spirit. That's why I don't even do it that often, because I do have a conscience. Okay? And mine still speaks to me. My ancestors still talk to me and tell me, you should not have done that. Or that's not how you should have handled that situation. And if you don't have a conscience, or your ancestors are not speaking to you, or nobody is speaking to you, you don't even talk to yourself, there's something wrong with you. If that little voice in your head is always telling you to do wrong and telling you to cuss people out and telling you to get one up on a person, you need to get with that little voice and get it together. Because that's not going to help you. That voice in your head shouldn't always be telling you to cuss somebody out. Now, every now and then, they will tell you, okay, yeah, go on ahead and get them. They deserve that. But sometimes that voice in your head should tell you, it's not even worth it. Come on, girl, let's go. No, girl, hang up the phone. Oh no, girl. Block them. It don't even make no sense for you to argue with these people. Block them, girl. That's what the voice in my head be saying. Girl, block them. And I go right on and block them. And that's the end of that conversation. You don't have to talk to people that you don't want. Block. You fat block. Half the stuff that people be writing to me in the comment section, delete. They be that wrote a whole dissertation. Delete. Remove. Block. Those are my best friends. Because I ain't gonna meet these random unhappy people from the internet. People, you don't exist in my world, and I'm not gonna allow you to. I'm not gonna allow you to take up space in my mind. And you're not gonna pay me rent? No. I can't. This right here, this sacred ground. You can't come all up in here. Not in here. Not this big brain. You're not going to occupy no space in there with your negativity and your messed up spirit. No, you will not. Not in this big old head. I got to say, this cranium has a lot of interesting knowledge in it. Not a bunch of ignorance. Delete while they still typing. Block you before you even get your sentence out. Block. Somebody came in here with that last night. I blocked her before she could even get finished. She probably didn't even know what hit her. I blocked her so fast. No, it didn't look right. She probably was about to, maybe she was about to say, I didn't like it. It was coming out wrong. So I blocked. Block, bye. I don't even want to deal with that. And if I block you, don't come in my, don't send me no email. I'm not like VS. VS said if she block you, you can pay her $50 and she'll let, no, you can't pay me nothing. If I block you, you ain't coming back. The only way you come back is if you create another page, and if I find out it's you, I'm going to block that one too. That's how I live. I'm living my best life. Got time to be dealing with these folks. Gizmo? Where he at?
I think you blocked him.
I'm going to block you in a minute. Oh, he in the bed. Him in the bed? You in the bed, Pookie? You going to bed? Come say hi to everybody. Come here. Come here, I got a snack. Come here. I got a snack. Good boy. Good, there he is. There him is. Come on, because we finna go. We finna go play with Daddy. There him is. Don't show your phone number, because you know they'll call you, child. They'll call you and cuss you out. They sure will. They will call you, Gizmo, and cuss you out. Call you all kind of dogs and stuff. Call you a female dog, Gizmo, knowing you a boy. They'll be calling you all kind of female dogs and everything. Call you all out your name. Be calling you a poodle and a pit bull and a Rottweiler. Knowing you a terrier. They gonna call you everything but what you are, boo-boo. Y'all will never call my dog and cuss him out. You're so stupid. We didn't call my poor baby cussing him out on the phone. Gizmo answer the phone and be like, your mommy is a fat. No, you won't. Tavia Green said I couldn't imagine being 53 in 1985. Why? My mama was probably 50s in 1985. I'm 55 in 2019. What's the difference? Girl, you know Gizmo. No, Gizmo probably cussed back. Don't you call here talking about my mama stupid? I want to know why Tara Villa Green couldn't imagine being 53 in 1985. I want to know why. Because 1985, there were more jobs. There were more factory jobs, people, more government jobs. It was easier to get jobs and stuff back then. So why you couldn't be 53, girl? Why? What's wrong with being 53, girl? What you got against people in their 50s? Huh? I want to know. Cause I'm pretty sure my mama should have been in her 50s. Should have been in her 50s in 1985. She had to be. Kay said if Gizmo say anything, we gonna be rich. No, we gonna be rich. Me and my husband. We gonna be rich. Cause I'm sure gonna get it on tape. Honey, Gizmo would be on every Good Morning America. And see, just my luck. I get Gizmo on Good Morning America and he wouldn't say a word. Not a mumbling word. Gizmo wouldn't say nothing, child. They lived through Jim Crow. I'm glad I didn't have to live through that. Now that, yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to have lived through, but I mean, hey, I was 1985. I was young. My first child was born in 87. He was born in 87. His brother was born in 89. Y'all need to, some of y'all be having some, and this is one of the reasons why I'm on YouTube too, because some of y'all really have a lot of negativity attached to older people. Like some of y'all are age phobic. Y'all don't like older people. Y'all don't like old people. A lot of y'all don't. You talk about old people in a negative way. You know, I've had people tell me, why your old ass on YouTube? Because I want to be. I can still read and use a phone, a computer, all of that. And until I can't, okay, so my eyesight is bad. I wear glasses. But I've always had astigmatism, so my eyes didn't get bad as an older person. My eyes been bad. I wore glasses in the first grade. The thing don't work?
It works.
Oh my God, he done got it fixed, y'all.
Think.
I've always loved older people. I love listening to old people tell stories of when they were young. I love it when my husband's father talks about when, you know, when he was young. When my mama used to talk about when she was a little girl, I loved those stories. And I don't understand how some of y'all don't like old people. You disrespect. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about in general. So don't think I'm, you know, speaking to you guys personally. When I say y'all, I don't mean y'all. I mean just a lot of younger people. Um, Disrespect older people. Like I didn't get disrespected until I got on the internet as being, you know, an older person. But to me, 55 ain't old. But I guess it is when you 20, you know, or 30. And some of y'all in your 40s be trying to say I'm old. No, sweetheart, we're not even going to do that. Because you a rock throw away. If you 40, you a rock throw away from me. So I'm not even going to let you do that. And I'll let them teens and them 20 somethings say that, but you in your 40s? No, you're not. Are you sure not? Like Jay Wilson, he 50 and be having the audacity to call other people old. Boy, don't try it. Don't do it. Because if you 50, that AARP card is probably waiting on you in your mailbox too. Because I got my first one when I was 50. I started getting that mail from AARP when I turned 50. Oh, I was hot too. I was mad. Do you hear me? When I got that first AARP thing, when I turned 50, for one, I was mad that they knew I was 50. But honey, when I got that first AARP mail letter, I was mad. I was like, no, they didn't. No, they did not. Don't play me. I was hot. I ignored him anyway. Yeah, that's what you should be doing. You should be helping older people. You know, the elders in your community. You should be helping them. No, I'm not old, but I am older than, a lot of people that are on the internet, especially in this sector. The majority of people here are like some in their 20s, 30s, whatever. Yeah, but that should be common sense. So Tavia said, you have to remember this is a different generation. They were not taught how to respect the elders and anyone older than them. That should be common sense. They shouldn't have to teach you that. That should be common sense. To respect people. If you want respect, you have to give it. Y'all, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna give you a pass because you ain't been taught to respect older people. No, I can't give you a pass on that. That should be common sense. We don't do that. Yeah, I don't get that. She said, I can't wait till I'm older. I'm going to use my discounts everywhere. Yeah, I ain't got to the point where I can. I think some places will let you, but I think you have to be 60. I think. I don't know. Yeah, I love older people. I really do. I love senior citizens. I don't disrespect people. Is it Taravia? 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 Special needs. But that didn't stop me from having a normal high school life. Oh, that's good. There's a lot of people, who are um, special needs that go on to accomplish great things. I mean, we all have something. Ain't no perfect people. Everybody got something. You know, you may, you may have problems with math, but be really good in English. You know what I mean? Or you may be dyslexic, but you can draw really well. Everyone has talents. Everybody got something. I can't draw to save my life. I can't. But I can crochet. Everybody got something. All right, y'all, I'm finna go because he didn't put the Rock'em Sock'em thing together, and I want to play it. I remember when we were young, anybody over 30 was considered old. Yeah, but let's start looking at, seriously, before I leave, let's start looking at some of these videos that we watch. and really think about what are these people, why. I'm gonna watch it because some of the stuff is funny. I'm not gonna stop watching. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't watch all of them. And like Jay Wilson said, this is entertainment. So I guess you just gotta kind of take it for what it is because these people are not going to change at all. But let's think about seriously the spiritual implications, what goes on behind the scenes of these people's lives spiritually and mentally. You know, like, did some of these people graduate from high school? You know what I mean? Did they go to college? What did they do? Did they grow up in church? What happened? Something happened to some of these people on YouTube. It had to. Some of them have some serious challenges. These ain't just normal folks like me who grew up with a loving parent and never got cussed out or beat on or molested or raped. Or I ain't been to jail. Some of these people have. And that's why they act the way they act. So I will see you guys one day soon. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe not. I'm about to rock 'em, sock 'em. I'm probably going to post this on my Instagram too. I love you guys. Thank you for being here with me for an hour and 17 minutes. I know my husband in there talking mess. Until next time, y'all. Peace and light your way. Bless all of you. Be safe, kind, and show love. Someone is in need of a smile. Love Kate. Yes, they are. It's always somebody. And a smile is free. Give it to them. What you holding your smiles for? It ain't gonna hurt you to smile at somebody. Give them a nice little. That's free. Okay? Give it away. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.